Coming up on the Sports Desk, we're knocking on the doorstep of the CIF playoffs. League titles were crowned in the pool and on the tennis courts. Plus, it's yet another hit parade from South and Torrance and high school softball. All this and so much more. The Sports Desk begins right now. Welcome, everyone, to the only sports show designed with the Torrance sports fan in mind. The playoffs are underway in junior college, and they're about to start up for high school, which means we have plenty to talk about this week. But before we do that, let's do this. Don't forget to connect with us on social media. Show us some love on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share your videos and photos with us. And don't forget to give us some ideas for future stories. It's real easy. You tag us when posting on social media, and we'll be sure to do the same. If you're the type that enjoys making predictions, you have to admit, this was hands down the easiest one you could ever make. The South High boys volleyball team are heading to the CIF Southern Section playoffs, and I think it's safe to say we all saw this coming. After all, South is good, extremely good. The Spartans are the 4th seed in Division I, and they'll open with a home game against Calabasas. Recently, the Pioneer League champs entertained crosstown rival North in their regular season finale. As for the Saxons, they were hoping to snap a 2-game losing skid. Let's check this one out. It was senior day at South Torrance High. This is Will Lawler right here. He's being escorted by his parents. Will is the only player in South High history to play every single position in one match. And check this out. The underclassmen are sending the seniors out in style. Good stuff. Family members recording the ceremony on their smartphones. Remember to use the hashtag #TheSportsDeskTV when posting online. Thank you. North High junior Andrew Pasquale right there, hoping his team can play the role of spoiler and pull off the upset. Pasquale wasn't messing around in this one. He gets the big stuff at the net coming up right here. Stuff. And that'll tie the score up early on. Spartans answer back quickly. It's going to be senior to senior. Chase Mullen finds Luke Krizmarzik, who fools him with the okey doke. Hello. South retakes the lead. We got more senior to senior for you. Cole Koosh to Patrick Faluna, and he's straight killing it. South wins the first set 25-12. We switch sides now for the second set. Spartans on the serve. This time the juniors are going to have some fun. Tyler Demich sets up Gunnar Bryden. That's a massive kill. Spartans open the second set, scoring 5 unanswered points. Saxons get things going on this play. After getting stuffed at the net, North junior Nico Vargas will find the hole. Whew, he just tossed it over there. Look at that, too easy. Saxons within 6. Moments later, Kyle Cathias. Can you dig it? And then Anthony Pasquale with a saucy kill. But the Saxons would drop the second set 25-12. Third set, South High's Connor Doherty tries the kill. Watch Christian Lee from the floor. He saves it, but Doherty makes him pay for not being able to get up in time. South wins the third set 25-17. They complete the sweep on senior night, winning by the final of 3 Ziporowski. They're now 33-1 on the season. Elsewhere in high school volleyball, some of our local schools played in the CIF Southern Section Wild Card round. The Warriors survived a scare from Culver City. They advance in Division III and will play at Downey High School next. The Tartars, on the other hand, lost a heartbreaker at home to Norco. They finished the season at 14-16. And in Division V, Ambassador sweeps Waverly. The Lions will travel to Ramona High in Riverside for their next match. The Knights of Bishop Montgomery are the champions of the Delray League. Bishop finished 8-0 in league play. They'll play host to Crescenta Valley in the first round of the Division II playoffs. And speaking of Bishop Montgomery, congrats to Knight senior and UCLA commit Daniel Matheny. You can catch him this summer on the USA Volleyball Junior National Team. That is awesome. Go USA! We'll be rooting for you, brother. All right, from volleyball that is played indoors to volleyball that is played outdoors, a.k.a. beach volleyball. These young ladies here are keeping the postseason alive for El Camino. Fina Leilua and Aiko Waters are headed to the state championships. Check this out. Aiko and Fina have secured the 13th seed in the State Community College Beach Volleyball Championship. The dynamic duo are one of 20 teams to qualify for states. The tourney gets underway in mid-May at West Valley College. All right, let's talk high school baseball now. The team right behind South in the Pioneer League is West High School. The second-place Warriors were hoping to snap a 4-game losing skid when they played host to conference foe Leuzinger. The Olympians hadn't won a game yet in the Pioneer League. West trying to keep it that way. All right, senior day for the West High Warriors. You're watching Tanner Schaefer, escorted by his parents there. This is a nice shot here of all the seniors coming up, standing with Kent Yoshida, by the way, whose parents were unable to attend the ceremony. Great sportsmanship right here. Congrats, as always, to all the seniors and their parents. Bottom of the first now, West already up, and they're far from finished. Michael Azer drops a rib single into center. Check out Sean Yashamita on his horse from second. The score is now 5-zip Warriors after 1. Bottom of the second now. Shea Estrin, he got on with a single and then stole second and third, so he's at the corner with Grant Descartrell at the dish. And Descartrell, he hits it to short. Estrin on his way home. Ball gets away. Estrin is safe. He's also a little wobbly. He's okay, though. Descartrell slides into second base safely. And now it's 6-0 West. After Descartrell stole third, Tanner Schaefer is at the plate, and he cracks this offering into left center. Descartrell scores easily from third. It's an RBI single for Schaefer. Warriors lead 7-goose. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Brandon Poffenbarger is up, and you can call him by his alias, Jack. It's a solo jack to left, to be exact. Poffenbarger goes yard, and the Warriors were up 12-0 at the end of 4. And that's how this one would end. West wins big on senior day by the final of 12-zip. After the game, we caught up with both coaches to assess their team's performances.
It was a good game, strong pitching performance by our senior pitcher, Travis Kircher, and we were fortunate enough to score some runs and hit the ball well today. So overall, for our seniors, the day that we go ahead and honor them, it was a good day for them.
We have a very young team. We're trying to develop as a program. So, I'm not pleased with the outcome, of course, as a coach, but, I just want to focus on progression of each individual player, make sure that they're progressing through the program and making sure that they're getting better.
We're going into off season, a lot of gym work, a lot of groundwork, and we're going to get better for next season.
After beating Leuzinger, the Warriors followed that up with a victory over Santa Monica in the Redondo tournament. And congrats to South High on winning the aforementioned Redondo tournament. The Spartans beat the host school 1-zip thanks to Kevin Ishimaru tossing a one-hitter and striking out 6. Also in the Redondo tournament, Torrance defeated Lakewood, and North lost a squeaker to Hart. And Bishop wins the league contest at home against St. Monica. The second season has already begun in college baseball, and the Warriors of El Camino are moving on. Elko advanced to the second round of the State Community College playoffs after beating Moore Park in their first round best-of-3 series. It came down to the third and final game of that series, and that's where Elko overcame a 5-1 deficit by scoring 8 unanswered runs to win the game 9-5. Spencer Long's 3-run homer tied the game at 5 in the 6th, and Matthew Becerra's 3-run jack in the 9th proved to be the difference. The Warriors have advanced to the state super regionals and will play bitter rival and number 1 seed Cerritos College in the second round. Okay, let's turn our attention to softball now, where it's pretty safe to say that every time South and Torrance play against each other, you might want to pack a lunch. A very large lunch. Because let's face it, you're going to be there a while. The last time these teams played, they scored 21 runs over a span of 9 innings. That's a lot of softball. And when South and Torrance played again recently, the question on everyone's mind was, what would they do for an encore? Well, you're about to find out. Buckle up. The host team, Torrance High, celebrating Senior Day at Wilson Park. You're watching Squid Lima, escorted by her parents. Lima is a 2-year varsity captain for the Tartars. And this is Jen Liu being escorted by her parents and grandfather. Liu is the school's all-time stolen base leader and ranks 9th all-time in the CIF Southern section in that category. Congrats to all the seniors. Job well done, ladies. That's always a great pick right there. On to the game now. We pick things up in the top of the second. South has a 2-0 lead. Sierra Daly is up, and that ball is G-O-N-E, good and plenty, gonzo. It's a solo homer to left for Daly, and just like that, it's now 3-0 Spartans. It was 6-0 South heading into the bottom half of the inning, and now it's starting to get dark out. Well, you know, those things happen. It's Mother Nature. Sofia Fernandez on the hill for South. Vanessa Sigala slaps one down the first baseline for an RBI single that scored Roxy Franco. Tartars finally on the board, trailing by 5 at this point. We move to the top of the 6th. Tartars cut the lead to 2 runs, so it's now 6-4 South. Haley Hayakawa is up for the Spartans, and she punches this offering into right field. Mia Hansen scores on the play. 7-4 Spartans. Taylor Kuglin is at the dish now, and she crushes this pitch all the way to the fence and left. Another run scores. South led 10-4 after 6. But we're far from finished. Here come the Tartars. Bottom of the 7th, Maddie Serpa is up with 2 on, and she unloads this offering, bouncing it off of the fence and center for a rib double. Roxy Franco scores again. Tartars cut the deficit in half. But wait, there's more rally. Bella Cortez is up with 2 on, and she cracks a rib single into left. Jainaka Seiki and Gabby Seller score, and all of a sudden it's just a 2-run game. But, and I do say but, Sofia Fernandez and the Spartans, well, they hang on to win this one by the final of 10-8. Coaches, share your thoughts, please.
Well, it was good to get the win. We needed it. With this win, it pretty much guarantees us that we get a chance to go back to the playoffs, which was what our goal was from the beginning of the year. Wasn't our prettiest performance, but good enough to win, and so we're happy about that.
You know, this game went a lot like the first time we played them. A lot of hits, a lot of offense for both teams. I think we pretty much almost played them 6 hours worth of softball this year. So really, two really long games. We're happy with what happened tonight. Even with the loss, there's a lot of positive things to look forward in the future for us.
After that game, South lost to first place West by the final of 3-1. Samantha Peck was 3 for 3 for the Warriors with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Torrance lost to North by the final of 6-1, and Bishop Montgomery lost at home to St. Anthony. After winning game 1 by the score of 1-0, the El Camino College softball team wasted no time in the second game of their first round playoff series. The Warriors put a hurting on Santa Ana in game 2. Elko scored 11 runs in the first 2 innings and then scored 12 runs on exactly 12 hits. Helena Gallardo went 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 3 runs batted in. With the victory, the Warriors have advanced to the second round of the State Community College playoffs for the second straight season. Elko plays Santiago Canyon in round number 2. All right, we're going to take a quick time out here on the Sports Desk, but whatever you do, don't go anywhere because you won't want to miss this. Coming up next, the champs are here. We're going to show you who brought home league titles in high school swimming and also boys tennis. And still to come, you're going to listen to someone who is guaranteed to inspire you. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay with us. We'll be right back. In that very first
Yes, but see, you don't have a college degree.
Well, no, but I
Okay,
can.
well,
Wait. Before you skip over me, can you at least hear me out? No, I do not have a college degree, but I've been working 2 jobs since the age of 18. I've been doing internships while raising my little brother, and any moment that I can spare, I'm studying, just trying to better myself. Okay, I'm ready for this.
wow. I'd love to hear more.
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk, everyone. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Share your story ideas, post your photos and videos. We want to hear from you, Torrance. After all, this is your show, so be sure to stay connected. All right, let's be honest here. The best way to officially christen the new Torrance Aquatic Center was to have a wild and thrilling and furthermore unforgettable finish to the Pioneer League swimming finals. Since it was the first championship held at the new digs, it might as well be intense, right? And it most certainly was. Cedric Welton has more.
Today marks the first Pioneer League championship to take place at the new Aquatic Center. Needless to say, history was set to be made. Torrance, West, North, and South athletes all wearing their colors proud, looking to establish dominance at the new digs, and more importantly, gain bragging rights on the season.
It was definitely nice having like a new pool, new facility. That's amazing, and we're very thankful for.
The energy was phenomenal. Like, you can see everyone cheering on the sidelines. Everyone's getting hyped up. Everyone's watching everyone swim. It's just an amazing feeling.
No, this is history right here. This is history in the making.
Through 21 events and the halfway point of the meet, Torrance looked poised to sweep across the board, commanding a lead in not only the boys varsity, but in both junior varsity categories as well. The West Torrance varsity girls had different plans for the Tartars, and a late surge from the Warrior boys made the final relay winner take all.
Oh, we knew going into the last event, we had to get our all. Whoever won. So just have fun was the most important part.
And we all been working hard. We all put in the work. We all put in the dedication, the time. And I'm just glad that it showed for them today.
The winner of this 400-yard freestyle relay would determine this meet's victor. Anyone else, and it's Torrance. It would be South Torrance winning the race as Nicholas Elkin out-touches his competition, with Torrance and West Torrance trailing second and third. Torrance celebrating their junior varsity and boys varsity title, but not so fast. A scoring discrepancy pumped the brakes in the party. It was announced West Torrance boys varsity won the meet, making their girls and boys champs. I caught up with Torrance head coach Dave Castigar following the turn of events and got West coach Hana Atsuka's reaction.
We got a lot of youth here, and hopefully it's going to build really well for the future.
It wasn't easy for these years and years of getting them to where they earn to be. So they put in the commitment, they put in the effort every day at practice. They showed pride for their team, for their school, and I'm just so proud of them.
Just the first of many championship events that will take place at the new center, and a special Sports Desk congrats goes out to the varsity boys and girls of West Torrance, capturing their first Pioneer League swim title in history. Reporting from the Torrance Aquatic Center, I'm Cedric Weldon for the Sports Desk.
Cedric, many thanks. And speaking of playoff swimming, the Warriors of El Camino had a good showing at the State Community College Championships, which took place recently at De Anza College. The Elko women finished in 15th place overall. The men came in 19th. Cindy No finished 4th overall in the 100 free. Cindy finishes her career at El Camino as a top 3 swimmer all time in the 50, 100, and 200 free. All right, chips were being served at the South Bay Tennis Center recently, as in Pioneer League championships in both singles and doubles competition. I'm sure they had other chips as well, but that's not important right now, and plus it's making me hungry. All 4 local schools were, of course, represented, and some of these matches were very compelling. Let's check it out, some of the Spartans players getting fueled up before the match. Let's check out North High's Alan Tanaka here in the near court, taking on Junpei Komori of West High in the far court. Tanaka serving here. He has the lead early on in this match. You got to watch this nice back and forth between Tanaka and Komori. It's a rally featuring some devastating power by both players. keen court awareness going on here. Look at this. Not to mention some breakneck speed being shown here by both of these guys. Good stuff. This is what we call a thing of beauty. It will eventually end with the point going to Tanaka as the ball will bounce out of bounds. Junpei getting some advice from head coach Attila Lawsu. Junpei serving now. He's down 4-1, trying to get things going, but Tanaka, well, he was just too much in this one. North High's Tanaka would go on to win the Pioneer League singles title. He was that good. As for Junpei, he would partner up with this guy coming up right here, West High teammate Daniel Hermosissima. Now, Hermosissima is taking on South High's Sawlight Choi in this singles match here. The two battled last week in an epic showdown between South and West. Now, this one here proved to be another epic showdown between these two good friends. This rally right here is simply gorgeous. Hermosissima would go on to win this particular match. He'd finish in third place, though, in singles competition. However, when he teamed up with Junpei in doubles competition, different story. Hermosissima and Junpei would win the Pioneer League crown in doubles. And here's how it went down. We got some math for you. Let's go to the board now. Here's the breakdown. In singles competition, like I said, North High's Tanaka defeated South High's Choi 6-2, 6-4. And in doubles action, West High School's Daniel Hermosissima and Junpei Komori beat South High's Ryan Keoke and Sawlight Choi 7-6 and 6-3. All right, we're going to take another quick timeout here on the Sports Desk. Still to come, you're about to hear something that, quite frankly, we all need to hear more of, because we can all learn something from this man. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Humans have been gathering around fires, sharing stories for centuries. Uh-oh, it appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire.
Oh my gosh, bear!
Wait just a minute. Is that the Smokey Bear?
He scared us.
How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? Precisely, the garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, the true test. Feeling if the ashes are cool. It looks like they are. Bravo.
Wait, do you mind if we could just...
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe. But not so much by Smokey Bear.
Just 1 second, Smokey. Wait.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk, everyone. It's been said that words are the most powerful force available to humanity. They can change the world, and most certainly can change minds. Now do yourself a favor, and please listen to these words you're about to hear from AJ Fry Jr. He's a member of the Torrance Special Needs Program and competes in the Special Olympics. His message is an important one. It's something we all need to hear because we can all learn from it.
When I was growing up, I never felt part of any team or group. I was always made to feel like a loser and ignored just because I was different than most other kids. I, like a lot of other people with learning disabilities in this room, just want the same thing in life that people without disabilities want. I want to be accepted and included in all aspects of life. But a lot of people just feel sorry for us, and I never really give us a chance. I have grown from a kid who was afraid of his own shadow to a young man that is very proud of himself and his abilities.
Like I said, we can all learn something from that, especially in these days and times when words, such as those, are so necessary to hear. What you were just listening to was part of a much longer speech that Fry gave during a recent banquet. Just so you know, Sports Desk reporter Danny Miskell will have more on Fry's powerful speech on next week's episode. Trust me when I say you don't want to miss that. All right, that does it for this edition of the Sports Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate your support. My name is AJ Vittone, and I've seen, heard, and said enough for 1 week. We'll continue this conversation again next week, I promise. Until then, don't forget to follow the Sports Desk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And remember, you can email us as well. We'd love to hear from you. That's all the time we have, sports fans. We'll catch you next time right here on the Sports Desk.